got one of them working. So right here is the first Vostro 420, and we had an issue with, let's see if I can get this. You can see all disconnected headers, right, or the front end down there. We had a issue with the power button. So, and we're actually running Windows 10. I believe that is a Windows 10 splash screen. Oh, and the graphics card did not work. I don't even know what this little guy is. But the fan is spinning. There was no output on this. And so I swapped in my handy dandy little GTX 750 Ti. So I'm not necessarily saying this card is 100% broken, but if this is something that, let's say if this is Windows 10 and this is working, maybe it doesn't have a driver for this, or maybe this graphics card is too freaking old to support a PNP or a plug-and-play driver. But this, I did see from the splash screen, this machine is running 4 gigabytes of DDR2 and has a, let's get back over to the machine. So this has, I'm assuming those are a gigabyte of sticks. There's 4 gigabytes of DDR2, 800 megahertz. And then there is a 250 gig, 7,200 RPM Seagate Barracuda. So, and the power supply on this, if I can, you dropped a lot faster than I was planning on. Wrong one. Has a light on 300 watts, where's the max wattage? There we go. So this this one works. This one did not give me a beat code. Sorry, let me try to get you back to my height. So this machine did not have a beat code, but I pulled the front panel connector and was able to short it out with the screwdriver, and it fired right up. No beeps or anything, but still had no video out, so swapped out the graphics card for my trusty 750 Ti, and we are waiting on, that was a Windows 10 splash screen. So Windows 10, 4 gigabytes of DDR2 on a freaking spinning drive disk, I can imagine is probably why this machine was finally retired. That is nuts, though, to think that somebody was using that, if the story is to be true, that these machines were being used up until like a month or two ago. So while this one's going on, I got that machine in the back, has the, from the previous live, has a toggle on the back. It is an Antec basic 350 watt power supply per the label, and it has a CMOS beep code that I can't deal with tonight. I don't have any CMOS batteries, and I'm not running to Walmart. And then the third one over here, wasn't quite sure. Did not get a beep code out of it, but we've got life out of one. So holy cow, this is going to be interesting. Hopefully I don't have to part all of these into, one machine. So these machines, so this is the one that's plugged in right now. See, it's running in the back. This one has the 350 watt power supply, which is nice. And this one has an SSD, has a Crucial SSD, which I thought were kind of neat. All right, let's see. So we're back on the splash screen. So it detects the hard drive. Yeah, see, DDR2 800, 4 gigabytes. Let's see. what F1 does. Yeah, definitely Windows 10 splash screen. Usually I don't do this with machines with drives in them. I usually just pull the drives and wipe them. Little drive dock right there works great for wiping drives or cloning drives. It can do both. But if I cut you off real quick or block it, if somebody's name or something's up there, that's what I do. I was told the drives were actually removed from this machine, and all three of them have here. So, hopefully we get something good out of it. The Core 2 Quad Q6600 is what I'm hoping for out of these. Apparently, some of these can go to, or some of these can go up to the Q8200, and then I think I saw a 9300. And if I remember correctly, the Q6600 has a better L2, L3 cache. I don't actually think the Q8300 has L3 cache, so that's why a lot of people like the 6600. So hopefully we get something going out of this machine, but I'm going to gently set this one back while we're waiting and we can go over these other machines. So I don't usually recommend moving machines while they're on, especially with spinning drives, but whatever. Do as I say, not as I do. So machine number 2 has the basic 350 watt Antec. I'm assuming it has 4 gigabytes of DDR4 as well. And this one had the same drive, the 250 gig Seagate Barracuda, which aren't bad drives, but I was actually hoping to have Windows XP pre-installed so I don't have to deal with you finding the other one. But all right, we'll back you up, get you a look at this one too. So this one, same power supply, the Lite-On 300 watt. This one only has 2 gigabytes of RAM, or 2 sticks of RAM. Let me take a look and see what we're looking at here. Yeah, 4 gigabytes. PC2. Man, 8 gigs would be, this might be our winner. So 8 gigabytes of DDR2, crucial. And then there is, I'm guessing it's probably going to be a, let's see, we're back on the repair. I'm guessing that drive's probably going to be a, how do I call that? Man, like a 200 gig. I'm good. Thank you for asking, Starry Loom. I am doing great. Sorry if you're new to the channel, welcome. I do computers, but I do delve into video games sometimes. Big box PC games was my latest purchase, and then I'm working on a video game collection. A sneak peek over there, but working on my own little version of building a video game collection. But we had a death in the family, so I was not able to get out anything in like the last 8 days. So I won't go into any detail on that, but just not super great. But sometimes family takes priority when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm going to see, man, 98%. You forget how slow these freaking spinning disk drives are. So it looks like this should come out with just these 2 screws. I'm hoping. I was feeling around in the back, and I didn't feel any on the back side. I hate back panels. But thank you for the sub. I try to do, I don't do a lot of, I'm a budget to performance, yes, there we go, channel. I don't like to spend a ton of money and time with like, hey, look, I've got $1,000. Let's just buy the best of the best. Well, shoot, $1,000 nowadays gets you like not even anything, maybe middle entry level on today's stuff. But I'm always been price to performance oriented. Where I live, I have sold a lot of computers in the past that were under that $350 price mark. They sell a lot easier here because I live in a generally poorer state. So having access to, basically giving the customers what they need means that I actually make sales and make money. Well, okay, so we'll finish this drive real quick and then we'll get back over. So we are on a load screen. So we've got an MX 300. Oh, sweet. 525. What a weird. These drives are so weird to me. You can have a 500. I've seen 500 gigs. I've seen 512, a 525. That's a first for me, but that'd be great if that drive actually worked. Let's see what we get. So remember, once again, if something comes up that shouldn't be there, oh, yep, we're going to block that real quick because somebody's name. Yep, American. Probably my, probably the biggest giveaway for me being American is I sound American. In all seriousness, though, okay, so like that, I don't like to blow people's information out there, but so I will get that drive out of that system. But that's awesome. So we've got one that works. I'm gonna put this one back in real quick, and I'll probably just leave the drive out since it's already out. But let's see if we can get this one to boot into a splash screen. So we can see what we're working with. I have traveled a lot though. I used to be in the military and been to a lot of places, 5 continents, 20 countries, give or take a country or two. So I absolutely love the United States, but I'm not like die hard. There's no place else in the world because there's a lot of amazing places. I think if I had to ask, or if gun to my head, I had to pick somewhere else to live than my current home, I would probably, man, honestly, I probably would have to be Slovenia, man. I spent a week in Koper, Slovenia back in 2012 and absolutely fell in love with that part of the country. Or with Europe. So beautiful. People were so friendly and just absolutely love Slovenia. I love Italy. It's probably my least favorite country I've been to in Europe was Spain. And not that Spain's bad. I just did not have a lot of time to. I didn't have as much time there as I wanted to. Yeah, my bad. I talk. But all right, so we're gonna swap number 1 out real quick. It is off, and then we're gonna see. I have a sneaking suspicion that if I can't get this system to boot, I'm thinking it's probably a graphics driver issue with those cards. It's very rare to have the same issue with multiple systems. Usually, if you swap parts around, you can get that. But let's get this one plugged back in and see what we're working with here. So, all right. So I haven't been to Asia. Barely any places. Technically, I don't even think I would consider it. I did spend a little bit of time in India for like 4 days once, but that was it. So this one has the beat code for the CMOS battery. 5 beeps of CMOS code according to the splash page on that. But it's getting to be bedtime, so I'm going to sign out. I appreciate everybody from jumping back in. Sorry it was such quick. I was just excited to actually get that other system